Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey, I just wanted to show you guys something. On one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I want to make sure, some channels edit out their mistakes and stuff, which is fine. But I just wanted to, when I make a mistake, I wanted to show you guys so that maybe you won't make the same mistake. And it was a mistake I knew better then. It's a rookie mistake, but you get in a hurry, and well, I didn't have but a few minutes to come out here in the garage and do some stuff, and I had these small pieces of walnut here that I'm getting some stuff ready for a small project that I'm working on. And well, I marked out center, I marked out my lines where I want my half lap to go, marked my center line there, and then I was gonna put it on here and run it through the saw for my lines, which this one I hadn't transferred the lines over to the side yet. But what I did with this one is I set it up there, went off my lines that are right here, and started cutting away. Got it cut out, picked it up, and looked at it and went, oh yeah, I did that the wrong way. So I was supposed to, and I went ahead and flipped it and cut the half lap out the way it was supposed to be on that. This is for a little thing I'm making for myself, so it's not that big a deal. This will be hidden underneath some other stuff. And this piece isn't, hugely structural, so this will be fine for what it's doing. But I just wanted to show you guys that even somebody that's been doing this for years just, had a brain fart. I just started cutting it out like that, and with my sled, my crosscut sled. So yeah, so this one here, I still need to transfer the lines from the top to the side, but I have to cut that. And just in case, I don't know if any of you out there don't know what a half lap is. Well, see how I marked it at the middle point. Half lap, basically, if you want to put two boards together, and you can do different angles. These are at 90 of each other, so just a simple one. But you can take one of these sleds and you can make a angle piece to where it'll hold your piece at whatever angle you need your, like if you're making an X, but you basically just take half out. You make sure your pieces are the same thickness, and then you take half out of one and you take half out of the other one, and then when you put them together, the two halves will go together, and you'll be flush on both sides. But you'll have a piece that's flush on both sides, and it's a really strong joint. You can glue it, or you can put screws in it if you want. I recommend gluing and putting screws in, but unless even with pine, you want a pre-drill. But especially with like this is walnut, and I got chocobola, and I got some tiger wood and stuff like that. The really hardwoods, definitely pre-drill them, because they are bad about splitting if you don't. And these were just little walnut pieces that I had, so I'm just making a little thing for myself. But if now what I'm getting ready to show you, you don't have to have these, but I like them. They're blocks. Now some people prefer metric, and I could get these in metric. I got them off Amazon. They're block scission. But they're gauge blocks basically, and like this one, I've got my sled on here, and then these are 1.5 inches. These are right at 1.5 inches thick, so 3/4 is half of that. So what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll put that up against the blade, and then I take a straight edge, or anything that's a good straight edge. The speed square works good, and then I move this till it's just barely touching the bottom of that, and that gets you a good 3/4. So you have that. I've got another set over here that I like using also, but it doesn't. Sorry about the camera flopping all over the place. This one doesn't go up to 3/4. It only goes up to half. But with this, you don't have to use the speed square or the straight edge I did. You can just put this over the top of the middle of it and use it the same as I was the speed square. So it's, it's a good setup. But like I said, the biggest one I got on that goes up to 1/2 inch, and this one went up to 3/4. And then I also have the 1 inch by 2 inch by 3 inch block that you can use. But it's all imperial measurements. I like imperial. That's what I grew up with. I don't necessarily think it's better or worse than metric, but that's just what I grew up with, and that's the numbers I am more familiar with. So, but I just wanted to show you guys, sometimes even though you've done this a bunch, you get in a hurry and you're not thinking, and you end up doing that, that part was the wrong part to take out. But like I said, it gave me a refresher in remembering not to get in a hurry, especially when you got spinning metal bits, and they can do bad things to you. And just take your time. And yeah, the funny thing is, the old saying, measure twice, cut once. Well, I measured and had it all right, but then I just did the cut wrong. That was all on me. That wasn't I can't blame anybody else. I did that one. So, but I just thought I'd put that out there. So if any of you, are doing into woodworking, or it applies to really anything you're doing, just try not to get in a hurry. Take your time and think about what you're doing before you do it. So, and if you don't mind, like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it, and share. Thank you. Bye.